That'll be in a later episode, possibly. We'll build something that massive. Alright, so that guy has a really good location, though, because there's a bunch of spawned-in wood piles over there, which is perfect for what we want to do, which is gather wood. So we're going to head on back to our base, grab as much wood, grab all our cooked food, see what we can do with the new metal fragments. This is actually some guy's house in progress as well. That's not a bad spot either. It's really hidden. But, of course, it is pretty damn far away from most of the materials and most of the houses and stuff that you can loot. We will eventually start killing zombies and raiding bases and stuff as soon as we have a gun. We don't want to do it without a gun, because if we try and do it with a hatchet, it's not going to end well. We can also go on murderous rampages and steal people's stuff as well. But this is a smaller of servers until I get a hang of things, mostly. Are we lost right now? Or I think it's just over this hill. Yeah, I think it's just over this hill. Yeah, my house is right there behind that rock. So let's start heading down the hill. That's not my house right there, is it? No, that's somebody else's. That's new, though. Or it's just hidden, or I haven't seen it. My house is right there in that little cliff jump right there. So let's get back to our house, and then we will continue on our adventures. We're going to try and make a gun, see if we can do that. That guy actually has a pretty good build spot, but I like the build spot that I found over there. There's a lot of materials able to be gathered in that area. And this area kind of seems a little crowded on the house building. And on the other side, I think I only saw 2 houses within 100 meters, or 200 or 300 meters or so. And there was 3 log piles and a rock from what I saw, a bunch of deer, and a wolf, which is amazing. So we're going to make some, attempt to make a gun, make some armor, and cover up our man parts, and we'll get going on that brand new house. I'm thinking a 2x2 foundation house with a 2nd floor, doors to cover up the windows, that way we can open them up and shoot out if we really need to, and that should do it. And we're gonna see if we can build a metal door, because the metal door would be best so nobody steals our stuff. Open this on up, and I think this should be done cooking. Yep, and put this right here, and we'll cook our 46 food. Wow, that's a lot. And we got more metal ore and stuff, but not as much necessarily. We got stones, that stuff. We got wood. We're gonna take the rest of this wood out. We actually have we have 504 wood. Oh, we have blood, so we can actually use our research kit in here and learn how to make some of this stuff. So you can't research this. You must be at a workbench to do this. Oh, okay, so let's... Oh, where's my workbench? Oh, somebody steal my workbench. I feel like some butthole stole my workbench. Alright, so let's take some of our wood and make a workbench. We need 8 stones. We have exactly 8 stones. Look at that. So we're gonna make a workbench, craft. But I don't think we're gonna do it over here, to be honest. I think we're gonna just bring the workbench with us, and that way we don't really have to worry about leaving it in here again. Holy cloth, we have a lot. Alright. So I think we need the workbench for almost everything that we want to do. So let's put away the stuff that we can't use. We don't really need the food on us since we do have a ton of food. Alright, we made our workbench. And we're just going to keep the blood with us. Doesn't really matter too much. Alright, we're going to take another few arrows. We'll just take the rest with us. We're only 4 behind. We'll put the blood away in here. And I don't think we can make cloth armor without having the workbench. Let's check. Armor. Oh, it doesn't require a workbench. Alright, so what does the most? I'm guessing the vest does the most because it takes the most cloth. So we're going to go ahead and craft that. And then we're just going to craft full cloth armor before we head on out. Just so people don't mess with us and they seem... if we get hit by a hatchet, we shouldn't lose too much health. We have a ton of food. We should probably leave half of it behind. Any room in these places? Open. split, and we can just leave it in there. Awesome. And now we have, oh, nope, not what I wanted to do. And we got our chest. Awesome. And we'll just go with the chest for now. We can easily craft once we get over there. Actually, let's just make the armor. Let's not take the chance. Let's make the armor. You want the helmet next, or what's the strongest? Pants. Get rid of my man parts. And we can always take our sleeping bag with us and put it over there, but we're going to leave it here for now in case we die. That way we're just so far away and we don't really have to worry about somebody coming to this base over here and destroying our stuff. We're going to do the pants and then we'll go. We don't need to do the helmet or the boots just yet. Maybe we'll do it in a little while. I don't even know if this is enough wood, but there was 3 wood piles over there, so we should be able to get a good amount of wood out of those. And, of course, the way that you build this stuff is right here. Parts. So you got the ceiling, ramp, stairs, windows, doorways, walls, foundation, and pillars. Foundation, pillar, and then wall. It's basically the order that we need to make stuff. So let's head on. Do I have everything I want? Let's make sure. Let's double check everything. Yep. We'll just leave all that in there. I guess we can take our pistol with us just in case we get into a scenario. And we can leave our charcoal behind. That's not a bad idea. Keep our rad pills with us just in case. Rad pills actually heal. Or actually, we're going to want to take our stones with us. Do we have them? No, we don't have them. Somebody said you just cook the metal ore. And, I don't think that's true. I think you are a liar, pants on fire, sir. I think you need a forge, like I said, or a furnace, that's what it is. But, yeah, we're going to head on over to our area and start building our actual house. This is indeed an unedited series, so I'm not going to be cutting things out. That nighttime hour, the 10 minutes before, I think it's probably the next episode, or previous episode, I played during some of the nighttime hours, but it was very, very dark, unbearably. You couldn't even see what was going on. So I had to cut that part out. I didn't do anything besides craft a few things. I really didn't, nothing substantial at all. I was researching some items and making some arrows and practicing with the bow a little bit. But you couldn't see any of it, so I just cut that out. So, but like things like me adventuring and running away to like, ooh. Does this guy have stuff in, ooh, a forge and a workbench. Oh, he has a forge though. Ooh, we could come back here and use this guy's forge actually and just defend ourselves while we cook stuff. Because a forge you need like low grade fuel or something, and I don't know how to get that. I wish I knew how to get it, but I don't. So we have our pistol. There is no like center reticle aiming thing. I'm thinking about getting one of those three hold paper, what is it called? 3-hold paper like reinforcers. You can actually put it on the exact middle of your screen and you can use that. I used to use that in Battlefield 2, I believe. There was no reticle or something like that. I think it was Battlefield on sniper rifles, and the sniper rifles used to shoot used to no-scope very accurately, and if you just put a little dot in the middle of your screen, you can actually use that as your aimer, and it would be a physical dot on your screen, which is really cool. I'm not going to take like a magic marker or anything and do it, because I'm not that dumb. Plus, I just got a new screen, so I don't want to do that. Maybe I'd do it to an older screen, but not on a new screen. So let's get over to the area that we wanted to build. It's actually quite far away. Is that where we were over there? I think it was, yeah. It was over there. That's the giant building, and I said I wanted to eventually make a building kind of like that, but we're not going to quite yet. We're going to take, we're going to have to do one more trip back to our old house and take the essentials with us and never go back to that wooden shelter ever again. I know, sad. First wooden shelter, and we're already moving on. Like episode 4, we're already moving on to... That looked weird. It looked like a gun glitched into the rock. Episode 4, and we're already on to moving in and building a foundational house. This is, of course, is just a massive building. I'm actually quite curious if this person has a door anymore. There's a good chance that somebody has broken into his house. He's just like putting random storage chests down. I don't know, maybe he did some kind of glitch where you have to like walk over a rock and there's like a jump spot to get to the door. we'll see if we can make a metal door in the future. We don't really need to do one right away. We can use a wood door and just... We can do... we'll definitely do multi-floors. Oh, come on now. Let's use our med pack. We can do multi-floors, and then we have our... Basically, what we would do is have our storage on the top floor. Is this door already broken open? So basically, that's how you would break a door down, but I don't really want to spend the time to break into some noob's house, because I wouldn't like them to do it to me either, you know? We can always use wood barricades around our house as well. Keep hearing, like, footsteps behind me, but I think it's just my person. The footsteps up here behind you. Alright, so let's figure out where that place was. I think it was just over here. I'm not quite sure. There was like 3 wood piles we could build. That's some guy's house right there. Oh, wow, okay, it's 4 wood piles. And rocks and wolves. There's 4 rocks from what I can see right here. So now we gotta decide where we want to actually build. Ooh, there's an airdrop coming in. Oh, please just drop it right over me. That would be amazing. Oh, it's actually pretty far away. But yeah, essentially we want to build, like, right here. Or, let's head right here. I don't want to build right next to the materials, because then that brings people towards my house, and I would rather them not go towards my house. Ooh. I'm liking it right here. Let's do it right here. Alright. Crafting. Foundation. Wood planks. How do we make wood planks? Wood planks. So we need to literally, like, make a ton of wood planks. Let's do like 400 just so we have some wood left over. That's going to take us 80 seconds. We probably should have started this over by the wood so we could gather wood while we do this, but I'm going to walk towards the wood. Maybe we'll get there in 70 seconds. I'm not sure. I'm hoping that we don't get attacked by someone right now. We probably should have done this in the safety of our home, but I didn't know you had to do wood planks. I thought you could just do it straight from wood. But that goes to show that I'm a nub. I'm a complete and utter nub. The wood's too far away. I don't think we're going to even get there in time. So let's have a conversation. Hey, how you doing? You having fun watching Rust? I'm having fun playing Rust. My mom's cooking chicken. Chicken, onion, garlic, potatoes, baked potatoes. And I'm ready to eat it because I'm hungry. It is very cold out today. I actually had to tie some gallon jugs around the pool outside because I have an above ground pool, and the cover likes to blow off in the wind, and it's quite a windy day. So we had to tie some gallon weights to our gallons of like water with just like old milk cartons, and then we fill them up with water. We tie them to the edge of the cover, and it keeps it on the pool, and that way it doesn't blow off and our pool doesn't freeze, and we don't have a pool collapsing. Alright, we got our wood planks. So we have 40 wood planks, which means we can make 5 foundations, but I think we're going to start with, I want to start with 4 foundations. 1, 2, 3, 4. Which is going to take that long. Okay, well, if it's going to take that long, well, we're going to go gather some more wood. It's going to take 240 seconds, so let's get over towards the wood so we can gather wood while we're making the foundations, which would be perfect right over here. There's a wolf right there, but I'm actually afraid will attack us, so let's kill the wolf first. Let's get some action in this game. Come here, wolf. You're going down. There's actually another wood pile 2 wood piles right there. Holy crap. This area is very substantial. Nope, I missed. That was so close, too. Headshot. Come at me, bro. Nope, you're dead. Hi, chicken. I had to kill the chicken. I'm sorry if that made you upset. I also killed the white wolf. If that makes you upset, my bad. Alright, so this is where it gets a little bit towards the time where we're going to have to spend time to indeed build things. We're going to have to spend time to craft things, and it's going to get a little, I'm not going to say boring, it's just going to get a little bit slower in pacing. We're going to gather these rocks, and we're going to go over to the other, we're going to do the rocks first, and then we'll do the giant area of wood piles while we're crafting our foundations. Just because that's easier. We can use that guy's furnace once we head back to our old base, because I do not want to make a furnace. It seems like I don't even know how to get crude oil. I think it's crude oil, or it's like low-grade fuel or something like that. I think it's low-grade fuel. So we're going to go right here, and we're going to create 4 foundations while we're gathering wood. Crafting. I'm hoping nobody comes by and kills me. That would suck. Alright, so foundations. 4. And that'll take 240 seconds, which is 4 minutes. If I know my math, or it's 6 minutes, I don't know. 4 minutes, yeah. Not 6 minutes, derp. How beautiful this game is. So hopefully you guys are enjoying the series. I'm really liking it so far because, oh, we're getting glitched out right here. I'm trying to, there we go. Trying to see if this is testing for, I'm kind of hoping it does better than 7 Days to Die. Not so I can, like, stop 7 Days to Die or anything. 7 Days to Die is going to be sticking around for a while. Just so I have 2 series that I really love doing. Like Nether is a great game, but it's one of those games where they need to update, or it's just going to be like, I'm so bored, there's nothing left to do. I've adventured the entire map. I've killed people, I've gotten killed by people, I've been killed by nethers, I've killed nethers, I've gathered everything, I've gotten like the best guns in the game. I haven't found a sniper rifle yet, but I mean, that's not really that great of an objective. It's like, ooh, let's find a sniper rifle, so we just run around for like 20 minutes trying to find a sniper rifle. That's just dumb. We still have a good amount of time till this shit actually finishes up. So let's get over to the rock. This is like the very slow walking Olympics. It's a slow walking simulator, just like how Daisy used to be the running simulator, even though you didn't even run. So let's get over to the rock. As soon as it turns nighttime, the problem with nighttime is it gets way too dark for you guys to even tell what's going on. I'm hoping that walls and pillars don't take as long as foundations, or this series is actually going to end up having to be edited. I'll just edit out the parts where I'm actually crafting items. I don't know if you guys will care, even if I'm just talking while I'm crafting. It's not really that boring, is it? You guys can tell me that in the comments. I do read all my comments. So we're about halfway done. I don't think there's really any other materials around in this area. We can go over to that guy's house and try and break down his door. Let's go do that. I want to show you guys breaking down doors. So that's the area where we wanted to build, next to those trees over there. We could always just go punch a tree for a little while. I want to see if that works actually well with the new hatchet. I'm curious. One wood, one wood, one wood. Yeah, it's only giving 1 wood at a time. But I mean, if you don't have any wood piles in the area, might as well hit the tree, right? Eventually, I think it does say tree no longer has any... Yeah, there is no wood left here. Even though there's blatantly a tree sitting there. So we got 77 seconds till we have the foundation. So let's head over to the area where we want to build. And maybe we'll have like 25 to 30 seconds left. There's a good chance I'll actually start editing out the crafting because it'll be really boring. And I'm probably just going to sit in place next time. And my character is actually cold. So we're going to have to make our foundations. And we're going to have to put a fireplace on top of the foundations. That way we can just light the fire and relax, cozy, and warm by the fire. As soon as it becomes nighttime, I actually have to probably stop playing and go eat and watch the Patriots play football. And I do live in New England, so it's cold, and I think it might be a home game. I'm not sure. They had a bye, and then on Monday Night Football, so I haven't watched them in a while because on Monday they play at like 8 o'clock, and it's just I have to go to bed. Like I have school the next day, and if I try and stay up and watch the entire game, I wake up and I'm just like, I'm not going to school, I'm way too tired. I like this building area. Do you guys like the building area? I think I might do it pretty close to the rocks, but not too close. It seems like it's actually pretty far away from where most people are building. I love to build like on top of there, but it's just so like awkward over there if you're trying to build. Alright, so we're about to have the foundations in 3, 2, 1. Yes! 4 wood foundations. Alright, let's get rid of the pistol. And this is how foundations work. Right here. I think we're gonna go with, do we want to do like a sideways kind of thing, or we want to do it right over here? I'm kind of liking it just doing it right here, and right here, and right here, and right here. And then we have this foundation. I wish it was a little higher so the grass wouldn't show through, but it is indeed going to show through. Well, let's see how long it actually takes for us to make walls, or how much wood we need for walls. We need 2, and this takes... And let's make 2 walls, and I'll show you guys how walls work. It only takes 40 seconds, which isn't bad. Look at the sunset, man. I'm kind of glad that walls don't take as long. That's good. You have to kind of do a 4x4. You can't do a 1x1 and have a straight up tower, because the way that the stairs work, you actually have to use an entire foundational area to have stairs working, I'm pretty sure. Which means this should work pretty well. Usually people go with 4 foundations to start their house off, and then later they move on to building something like that, which is just freaking crazy. I don't even think it has, like, there's a reason behind it. There's really no, like, substantial way of, like, having that be the best building way or anything. So we're just gonna do the back walls. Oh, actually, we need pillars first. I forgot. Crap. But yeah, this is where we are right now. We indeed do have our foundation made. I'm actually gonna go over here to log off. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the play session. I'll see you guys later.